and I'll pretend I'm in control. Just like the seasons, you're taking the time from me, but no, I don't.
What's up, my Loc loves? Welcome back to the channel, and if you are new, hit that subscribe button so you be part of the Loc Love crew. Y'all, I got a different video today. I want to talk about a topic that's it's hard to talk about. It really is, because a lot of people's feelings are going to get hurt, and I'm sorry in advance, but I feel like if you hear it straight, then you will make decisions that are best for you. Now I hope y'all don't mind that I eat, so we're gonna make this like a mukbang style, because I'm starving, but I really need to get this out and said ASAP. So on today's menu is Poppy's empanadas, Poppy's Cuban and Caribbean grill, and this is what the chicken empanadas look like. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get into the actual seriousness of this video. Today's topic is about whether or not you should get locks or lock extensions if you have thin hair. I get a lot of people that want extensions with thin hair, and it's so hard to do people like that, because they usually have an expectation of fullness and thickness with thin hair. And look, let me tell you right now, you cannot get fullness, or you cannot get density with lock extensions. You will get length, but you can't get density. If you don't have thick hair or average hair, you can't get it with extensions. You can only get length with extensions. You might get like 5 or 10% thickness, but more than that, that means that the lock extensions is too thick for your hair. So, oh girl, this topic works me up, because it was a reason. Okay, let me just give you some backstories. Lock extensions for thin hair is only, or locks will only work. All right, let me tell you, there's two people in this world with thin hair. That's someone with thin hair that is fully aware that they have thin hair. They expect that the results will be for a thin hair person. They know, look, whatever you do to me, the thinness of my hair, I'm going to see scalp regardless, like, because I have thin hair. Then you have someone with thin hair who expects fullness of someone with thick hair. They start looking at these inspiration pictures and these inspiration YouTubers with thick hair, and they think, oh my gosh, I can achieve that with lock extensions. No, you can't. You can only achieve the thickness of someone with, you can only achieve the density of someone with thin hair. So please stop looking at all these inspiration photos of people with thick hair, because you cannot achieve it. Not healthily. I said that funny. Lord have mercy. I personally only like to take clients with thin hair when they are fully aware, okay, I have thin hair and my results are going to be of someone with thin hair. There's been too many times that I work with a client who idolizes these thicker haired people, I put extensions on there, and their extensions are flat. It doesn't have a lot of volume. It doesn't have a lot of density, because I can't put hair where there's no hair. Like, there's been a lot of times where I would do someone with thin hair and they expect so much fullness to be pulled out of my butt. And then when they see their result, they see a lot of scalp, they see a lot of thinness, and then they're upset and they want their money back. So now you wasted my time and my effort, and you wasted my time and my effort and your time. But my time and my effort and me standing on my feet hurting, my hands hurting, just for you to say you don't like it because your hair is not full. And now I gotta give you a refund. And that happened to me about 3 or 4 times, and those were really the times where I said, I'm not doing this no more. I'm quitting. Honestly, I got sick of it. So all the little times where I was like, all right, I'm not taking no more clients, I quit. 9 times out of 10, someone with thin hair pissed me off. Because they had expectations of something that I just can't possibly give. Now, the only lock option that I can see that is good for thin hair is the twist option, because the twists give you fluffiness. But when those twists start to lock, your hair is going to be compacted back down. Locks are a compacted style. It's not a fluffy, thick, full style. They're compacted. They're tight. Even if you have thick hair, you're going to see scalp because the locks are tight. So I don't really understand why people with thin hair expect so much fullness out of locks when locks are not a full style. It's not like you're getting curls. Curls, okay, you can be full. But locks is purposely compacted and purposely tight. So if you have thin hair, I just need you to be real with yourself. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with your expectations. And stop expecting so much fullness out of something that's not already a full look. Like, the fullest your hair will be during the lock process is during the starter locks phase. Because you get a lot of frizz. You get a lot of, it's just before your hair starts to actually lock, or before your hair is locked, that is when your hair is full. So why do you want a permanent lock look when it's matured, it's not gonna be full? And I hope my attitude is not bothering y'all, but there's just been so many times where I have to give refunds because you're not happy with how your hair looks on your thin hair because you wanted something that I cannot possibly ever give you. Now, there was once upon a time where I did try to give people the most fullness possible. But that was not healthy. Because what would happen is I would use more extension hair than what was needed for your real hair. And at that point, once your hair starts to grow out, now you have 3-4 strands of hair with a lock extension that's finna pop off. Now, do you want fullness or do you want healthy hair, healthy lock? At the very beginning, I didn't know better. And so I gave fullness when I shouldn't have. But now, You're not gonna catch me doing that. I'm gonna give you the lot to part ratio that you need, not what you want, but what you need. If you come to me with thin hair and you talk about you want 200, 300 lots, no ma'am, you're not ready for a lot journey. Because someone can give you 200 or 300 lots because they're putting extensions on 200 to 300 strands of hair. And even if you go small, even if you go to the smallest, the tiniest lock extensions, your hair is still not gonna be as full as someone with full, naturally thick hair. So I hope this real talk resonates with some of you all, because at one point in time I said I was not ever going to do thin people hair again, ever. But I came to the realization that some people understand that their results is going to have to be for thin hair and not for thick hair. If you want those people, okay, we cool. We can make something work. But if you in fantasy land and you think you're just gonna have a head full of hair with extensions when you don't have a head full of hair with your natural hair, I can't work with you. You're gonna have to find you another stylist. And at that point, so the end all question is, should you get locks or lock extensions with thin hair? Yeah, you should. You could. You can. If you're that type of person that have realistic expectations. But if you don't have realistic expectations, then please don't get no permanent locks or lock extensions. Do the temporary ones. The faux locks and the synthetic twists, those are cool. That would give you fullness without damaging your hair or without having to worry about the health of your hair long term. When I do permanent lock extensions, I'm worrying about your health in the long run, not how cute and how thick it looks right now. How is this going to look after your third or fourth retie and now your hair is hanging on by a strand? We're going to have to cut the extensions out. So if you want a long-term result, you have to be realistic with your expectations. If not, get the temporary ones and you don't have to worry about the longevity of the style. I hope this was helpful for someone. I feel like I'm going to get a lot of thumbs downs with this one. I'm cool with that. Just know, when you ask for a consultation with me and you got thin hair, I'm going to be honest with you on whether or not you should do it. And if I say you should not do it, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. So until the next video, peace.
Give me a reason and I'll pretend I'm in control. Just like the seasons, you're taking the time from me, but no, I don't believe it. This ain't how